I'm just eating these skewer chicken, I don't know, kebabs. They're like barbecue chicken from the Filipino bakery. Today I just want to talk about, if you're feeling unfulfilled in your life, the temptation is to think you need to do more. I need to just keep piling on different things and doing more things and more things and more things and more things. When actually what you might need to do is just stop and reflect and take a real hard look at what you need to do in order to progress. Because you can get bogged down with just doing too many things, just piling it high, piling it on. When really, what you need to do is take a step back and completely and utterly turn your life upside down, as in shake things up. Eliminate certain things. Eliminate things. I was running quite a large-scale content writing business at one time, whereby I had so many clients, so many freelancers, and it got so overwhelming. I wasn't even feeling fulfilled with all of that, as in that amount of clients. And I didn't stop and reflect, I just continued adding more. And what derailed me was when I had a massive issue, which meant I had to put the brakes on the project that I was working on. I had no choice, there was no option. And in that time that I had to just not do anything at all in terms of the business, it made me realise that I actually wasn't fulfilled in that particular business. And not that I didn't like the business, I didn't like the large scale of it. And that was my first content writing business that I actually ended up selling, because I couldn't stand the level that I had got to with it. I felt like it wasn't fitting my personality. And I remember when I decided I didn't want to work full-time job anymore, I remember the reason why I did that, and it was for freedom. And I wasn't having any freedom. I felt like I was in a cage. And so I didn't deliberately take a step back, but I eventually had to, by no choice of my own. But in that time, I had time to reflect. And in that time, I didn't fill that space with more stuff. I filled that space with emptiness, nothing. I didn't even put anything in at that time. I just sort of relaxed. And at that time, I was writing a lot on my blog, and I was also writing a lot on Medium as well. And I put more of my energy into just doing that. And all the other stuff just stopped. I did YouTube, not this channel, because I had another channel before. I was doing that channel and I was posting regularly but not daily. But my daily routine was to get up, write articles for Medium and my blog, and that was it. I had so much time to reflect. I had so much time to decide whether I wanted to continue on with that style of business. So if you are feeling unfulfilled in your life, it might be time for you to take a step back and stop. I know it's hard, especially if you have a family to look after and all of that. But even if you do have a family, there are ways of taking a step back without leaving yourself in a hole. And that could be if you're working a 9-to-5 job, you can take leave, compassionate leave, and really sit down and reflect on your life, because life is far too short to be stuck in something you don't enjoy. I've come to this realisation, there's so many people living that life stuck in something they don't enjoy, and that's one of the reasons why I decided I never wanted to do this 9-to-5. I mean, I've done it before, but I didn't want to continue on with it. I wanted to do something that I enjoyed, make money from that, and live a life of freedom, which is when I discovered online freelancing. It was like a whole new world opened up for me when I discovered online freelancing. I was like, wow, this is a whole new world. I got my first client with online freelancing, and I was like, this is it for me, because there's never a chance I'm going to go back to a 9-to-5. I don't demonize 9-to-5s, but for me, it doesn't fit my personality. And I think it's really important for you to self-reflect and think about your personality, so that you can find yourself in the right role, or you can find yourself doing the thing that fits you, that aligns with your personality and aligns with what you want out of life. And while you're reflecting, you wanna ask yourself a series of questions. I'm going to do another video about these questions actually, because I don't want to make this video too long. I want to make these videos about 5 minutes. Anyway, that's all. I'm going to leave this video here. I'm posting this on my personal channel. This is what I call my personal channel. I'm not doing business on this channel specifically. But I do have some ebooks and stuff like that. But I'm going to just link my other channel so that you can go and check out all the business stuff and all of that on there.